E to the L to the U to the X to the E to the top. Smacking.
Hello there guys, it's Qwerty Afro here, back with another Trains from World Great Western Express video for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at a service that someone actually suggested to me in, I think it was the first Great Western Express video that I did, and they told me to do a service called 2R19, and what's special about this service is that it's the only service in the whole timetable, in the whole 24-hour scheduled timetable in the service mode, that actually stops at Hanwell. And the thing is, if you don't know about Hanwell, only pretty much in real life, Hanwell is mainly served by Heathrow Connect services. And Great Western Railway, or First Great Western, however we want to call them, they sometimes do services to Hanwell. Normally that is when like there's disruptions on Heathrow Connect, but generally they don't stop at Hanwell. So this is going to be quite exciting to actually do a service that actually does stop at Hanwell. So let's get into it. Before I do, shoutouts for this video go to Weed the Best for You Omsi 2 add-on and Double Doppler. That's again Weed the Best for You Omsi 2 add-on and Double Doppler. Their links are somewhere down below. Show them some love. If you like a shout out, please use the QWERTY forms link down below in the description. I do believe this service also is to Reading, so we're going to be doing pretty much the whole route now in a 166, which would be actually very exciting. I haven't actually done this yet. So I haven't done actually a full stopping service, but I don't think we're going to be stopping at every single stop if I'm not mistaken. Like next station's Ealing Broadway, so we're not stopping at Acton Main Line, so should be good. Let me set up this train. I think it pretty much is. Let me put on the AWS. That is fine. Then let's put the master key in. Let's put it into forward. Clear the AWS test sequence. We can put on the gauge dimmer, even though we can have it on a little bit. We can have it a little bit on the lighter side, not too bright, because it is kind of a bright day. I think I put the weather settings, by the way. I think we're just gonna leave because it just doesn't say I have to do passengers here, so we're just gonna nicely start departing here out of London Paddington. Weather settings, by the way, if you guys would like to know, it is summer clear. I put on summer clear with some wetness, and I think I put full wind strength, so that means that the foliage and stuff will kind of wave about a bit more, and just like, you know, instead of just looking static. Right, let's get some speed up on this thing. I'm pretty surprised that the actual departure speed here out of Paddington is so high. It's like above 30 miles per hour. I would say it would be like 15 or 20 out of here in the platform kind of area, and then out like past the junctions and cross points up to like Royal Oak. I'm very surprised that it's very fast, but I guess we'll just follow that, I suppose. So let's get some more power here. While we go, I did see a HST actually depart in front of us, and actually it was on the other side. It was on the right side of us. So I don't know if we're taking. I don't know if we're going to be taking the. If we're going to be taking the fast lane. I don't know if this is an express service. We are stopping at Ealing Broadway, and I do know like I hate with the camera thing is that the camera now moves with your mouse, and you have to right click forward to kind of just move your mouse around and not move the camera. I'm still getting used to that, so I do apologize if sometimes I just move the camera randomly. I do not want to. I just want to move the mouse and just have it like on a still camera. But yeah, there was a HST that did depart in front of me. I'm not too sure if it's actually going to kind of go onto the... Because normally HSTs are on the left side, on the left two fast tracks all the way up. Sometimes, I do believe sometimes HSTs do use the slow tracks. I don't know if that's when there's like engineering works on the fast tracks, or sometimes they actually have to like schedule some to go on the slow tracks. I don't know, maybe if they have to like, I don't know, double frequencies or something like that. I'm not too sure, but obviously you can get both 166s run on both the fast and the slow lines, because you do get express 166s, which I think one of the scenarios is actually a 6-car 166, and someone actually told me on stream that there is no scheduled 166s in the service mode, which I'm a bit upset about. There's only, I think the scenario, I can't remember what scenario it's called, but there's only one scenario that actually has a 6-car formation of 166s in service, and I'm thinking that's a bit of shame that they didn't actually put a variety of 166s as a in the schedule, because it's not just 3 cars that operate on Great Western Railway. You have 3 car, you have 6 car, you even have 2 car. 2 car I'm very surprised as well they didn't include, because you see a lot of 2 cars, especially like on the Greenford branch, a lot on basically on most of these branches along here up to like Reading. There's quite a few. I think there's like 4 or 5 branch lines that branch off between London, Paddington and Reading. They I think, I'm not too sure about where the 2 cars operate, but I'm pretty sure they probably operate on those branch lines, or even on the expresses. Maybe you do get a 2-car express from time to time. But what I'm just trying to say is that there are 2-car formations, there are 6-car formations. I don't know if there might be 5-car formations, because they might put a 3 and a 2 together. There could even be what's that, 6 and a 7, maybe 7-car formation. I don't know if there's a 9-car formation. Maybe there's even a 4-car formation where you put two 2-car 166s together. Who knows? And wow, this is the first time I'm actually passing a HST and there's no kind of black bar glitch, which is actually pretty impressive. But yeah, would you guys like to see like more formations and stuff in Great Western Express, like 2 cars, 6 cars? I don't know if they do 9, as I said, maybe 7, 5-car, 4-car. Because I would definitely love to see that. Because right now I feel, and many people I've seen commenting and saying that it is a bit stale in terms of like there's nothing too like variable about this route. Every 166 is a 3-car. Every HSD is just a HSD pretty much, and then there's the whole thing that I talked about in previous Train Sim Great Western Express episodes, like in the Westworld video that I did, where liveries, every train we see here is all in the green GWR livery, where it would be so cool if there were more dynamic line liveries and stuff like that. But it's just to make hopefully this route a lot more versatile, is that the right word to kind of use? Just has a bit more variety and stuff like that, because trust me, visual things like that really do matter. Like the route itself is really detailed and very nice to look at, but then the actual services and stuff that actually go up in motion, and when you're playing a service and when you're doing stuff, when you see different varieties of train passing you by, it definitely makes a difference from seeing the same thing passing you by constantly. And definitely that's a big point to kind of like emphasize, that I think most people, and I've seen the opinions and stuff, and you guys love to comment on these on this series of videos and stuff, and I do read them, and I do completely agree with them. Some people are saying it's just not it's not an interesting route, it's bland, and I can kind of convey with that. It's true. It's, you know, it's very nice in Unreal Engine, and they've done a very good job with the graphics and stuff, but again, it's the thing with distance and stuff like that. But there are things, as I've said, that can improve this kind of like staleness of like, because it's short. Adding different formations of trains, adding liveries of trains and stuff, adding new trains as well to this route, just to make the actual, because right now I feel when you're driving on this route, it's not too realistic. There's too many things missing. There's no Heathrow Express, there's no Heathrow Connect. I have to say, there's not much freight. I thought there'd be a lot of freight trains and stuff. I don't know, maybe if I'm not playing in the right time of day of service, but there's not a lot of, I have not seen that many 6.6s passing me by, and maybe that's the thing in real life, that there's not many actually that you see during like a full like scheduled day or something like that. But it would be nice to see more of those, and there's 387s out right now in real life. You know, there's loads of things that are missing from this route, and I think that's what people are concerned about, and I totally agree, and I hope this, and I've said this, I'm going to keep ramping it, because there's nothing really much to. Can I turn this marker off, please? There we go, thank you. Right, I'm going to start slowing down now as we approach into Ealing Broadway. I'm very excited for this video actually, because first time doing a full service to Reading, which I've not done yet. I've only done it in a HST, which was pretty quick. I'm guessing this video today is going to be a little bit more longer, and it's going to be, you know, just a lot more stopping kind of things. I don't like this on the track. Can I get rid of this on the track? Let me see if I can, if I go forward now. idle it now. I do like this marker and stuff on the track, but I don't visually like it, if you know what I mean. Right, let me unlock the left. Perfect. Now, can I just quickly go into objective marker on next speed limit marker, next signal HUD, aspect, stable junction, button prompts, notifications. I don't know. I think it's a thing that I have to toggle, I think. But we'll leave it on for now. It's not bothering me too much. But it would be nice to have that off, because I like using these. I like using the stop markers rather than having that thing on the track, which is a nice thing. It is a nice thing. There's quite a lot of people actually getting off here. This is quite busy. And look at lovely stuff. Anyways, oh, I can't even stand clear of the doors. It's still loading. Still loading the passengers. Still, is it rush hour? Yeah, it's sort of. It's approaching 9 AM in the game. I guess it is. It's not too bad. Can I turn that off? I don't want that one. Don't want that one. I want that one. There, that's what I want. Now, I don't know which one... Oh, so that one turns off the points up there. I'll leave the points on. They're fine. They don't bother me too much. And I like that the points are like... It's not degrading like how... let me just get the doors closed. Don't clear of the doors. Yeah, you can hear the doors there now, which is a lot better. Sometimes you hear them, sometimes you don't. And our next station is good old Hanwell. It's the only service here in the whole schedule, to R19, to Romeo 19, that actually stops at Hanwell. So I'm looking forward to this. Definitely going to try and get a nice screenshot for this. You know, got to get that thumbnail in straight away. I wonder what's at Hanwell. I've never been to Hanwell myself. As I've said, I've not really driven. I've never been as a passenger on this line that much in my life at all. As I said, it's only just one time I think that I went to Southall or Slough. I think I went to Southall or Slough to the dentist to get like two baby teeth out or something like that, and I was drugged immensely to get them out, and then I literally had to be carried back home. It was a horrible experience. Trust me, getting your teeth taken out, your new teeth taken out is it's murderous. That's all I'm gonna say. And anyone that has to get new teeth out, I definitely feel sorry for you, and be strong. Now I do believe this is West Ealing, so this is where then the Greenfoot branch would disembark here to the right, and I think only Ealing what am I saying? Greenfoot branches. I think that only Greenfoot branches stop there. Am I like wrong in saying that, or right in saying that? Because like when I've waited there as a passenger, the only trains that stop at West Ealing are trains that actually go to Greenfoot, and I'm there like seeing 166s pass me by. It's so odd. Anyway, I could actually increase a bit of power here. I'm going a little bit slow, but next station, Hanwell. Change here for Heathrow Connect services to Heathrow Terminal 1, 2, 3, and 5. That's a very nice station. Oh, I think I did turn off the things, which is good. I turned off the guide on the tracks, and I think did I pass my marker? There we go. Welcome to Hanwell, guys. The only service here that stops at Hanwell. Well, that's nice, actually. I like that. Let me get that and do a cheeky screenshot. Was there anywhere else I can get like a very cheeky screenshot? Don't know. If I stopped a bit further back, then I think I would have gotten an even better one. But it's not too bad. You can tell it's Hanwell in that screenshot that I did. Might or might not be used as the thumbnail. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, enjoy. This is the only service in the whole timetable here that stops at thing. Oh, can I even get a better one? Oh, look at that. That one's actually a lot better. I quite like that. Anyway, let's go into the 8 camera because I do want to do a departure here that's outside, I think. Oh, that one's not bad either. I'm just finding all these new angles here that I'm just like, yes. Just one more. Okay, I promise that was the last one. Right. Stand clear of the doors. Lock left. And let's get going. Have a HST passing by. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is perfect right there. That is a lovely departure. Wait, hold on a tick. Wait, hold on a tick. Why does it say unlock doors there? I did unlock the doors. Wait, huh? Hold on here. Wait, what? Why does it say unlock the door? Wait, hold on. Do I have to go back? I'm gonna go to the next station. I'm gonna go to the next station because I don't know I don't know if I closed the doors early, but it says it. What? That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next station and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to back up and go back to the back to Hanwell, and I'll probably do that off camera because I don't want to sit here and show you guys me reversing back into Hanwell, but I don't know what the hell just happened there. I really do not know what happened there, and this HST is slowing down. Oh. We're going on to the fast tracks, I think. That's what's happening. Wait, before we do anything, can I get out of that? Passengers, 848, load passengers, unlock doors. Lock doors. Ah, okay. Guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put I'm not gonna record this doing this, but I'm gonna basically come back to here where we're turning this junction. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. You guys are not going to believe what the actual error was. There was actually such a bug at Hanwell. What I had to do right now, that transition, for you guys it was maybe a second or whatever, but I actually basically had to restart the whole service because it just didn't want to work for me when I reversed back into Hanwell. But essentially the bug is I replayed the scenario, the exact same thing happened again. I opened the left side doors and literally nothing. I couldn't. It didn't register that it was unlocking the doors. And do you know what the issue was? I unlocked the right side doors onto the track side, onto the right side track side, and you know what? It registered it. So there's a bug. Oh, I need to be slowing down here a bit. I'm going a little bit too fast. I don't know why we swapped over to the fast tracks there for just like passing that station. That's a bit weird. I don't know if that kind of movement or like kind of the kind of redirecting of trains actually does happen in real life, but that's very odd, just for passing one train or something like that, or passing one station. But essentially there's a bug with this service where you actually have to open the right side doors at Hanwell for it to register you unlocking the doors, and that's essentially what happened. And I was there and I was just looking at it, and I had to open the doors on the right side, and literally I had opened, so both my doors were open, doors on the left side of the platform and on the right side of the track, and it was just the most bizarre thing. But I'm guessing that's some sort of bug or glitch or something, because I couldn't do anything. I was there, I was figuring out what to do, and then when I opened the other side doors, it registered it, and I was like, oh wow, so that's what I had to do. I don't know if anyone else who's played the 2 Romeo 19 gets that sort of bug, but that's what I got. But anyway, we're coming into Hayes and Harlington, and what's actually good about now me restarting this service is that I'm on time. That HST we saw there on the left didn't exist for when I actually switched points there. I came so late there that a HST actually had to wait for me to cross over, but now I started on time and now I'm on time, so I've magically recovered a few minutes, which is pretty good. Right, just gonna stop here at the S marker. Beautiful. Let's get these doors open and unlock left side. So yeah, at this station it's absolutely fine. It was at Hanwell that literally I literally had to open the doors right here on this side, and luckily no one came off and jumped on the tracks, but it was just so bizarre and just, I don't know. But you know, I found the way, and we're now on time, so it's good. This service can now be done at a respectable very respectable time now, and we can get even more points than we could have in the previous one. Also, one thing I have done actually, and I've been saying that I couldn't do this before in previous episodes, is that I can't turn off motion blur. I basically had to reinstall my game and reinstall the Great Western Express DLC, and now I've managed to turn off motion blur. So right now motion blur is completely off. So when you I'm gonna have the train depart now, and we're gonna be in the external camera, and you guys will see no blurring on the wheels, and you can even see there's a train there, another 166 there. There's no actual blurring. So let me just lock the left side. Well, if you can see this, you see there's not much motion blur anymore on the trains, but you'll see it in the wheels. The wheels are the main thing that, well, like the issue with motion blur. Next station is West Drayton. So there's absolutely no blurring of the wheels, which is very, very nice. I think this beginning portion of the video was with motion blur on, and then until when I transitioned over the tracks and had to restart the scenario. Now it's all motion blur off. So I don't know if you guys notice any sort of difference with motion blur off. I personally don't really mind the motion blur, as I've already said. I think it adds a tad bit of realism, but I guess without motion blur you can see the details and everything doesn't look kind of like smudged, I suppose. Performance wise there's not much difference as well. I've turned it off and turned it on. There wasn't really much of a hit to my FPS. I don't know if that's the same with you guys on your different PCs and setups, but for me, motion blur, I don't know if it maybe softened the FPS, or or without it will be a bit harsher, but for me I'm getting quite good FPSs now here, like in this general area. I think, as I said, the FPS tends to go low when HSTs pass. Sometimes in the London Paddington area it gets tough on the FPS, but it's not too bad. If there's no HSTs, you actually get pretty good FPS at London Paddington. The 166s tend not to drop the FPS is too much, which is really nice. So when you see them passing, it doesn't really tend to drop my FPS. The HSTs do though. Going past here, Airport Junction would be so cool one day to have the let me increase a bit more power. It would be so cool one day to see the Heathrow branch used, and maybe even have the 332s, 331s, one of them, the Siemens something else trains, the ones that run on the Heathrow Express. It'd be so cool one day, or even a 360 Heathrow Connect to Heathrow would be so cool one day to have it in the game. But we can dream, and we'll just dream a little harder. Some nice warehouses there on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be now approaching West Drayton. I do notice with the track sleepers load in they only load in right in front of me. Like I think with Unreal, and it's same with like say Fernbus, but Fernbus does this a lot better, is that things load in a lot more they procedurally load in at a longer distance, while here in Train Sim, like say with the tracks, the sleepers load in at quite a late pace. So the sleepers are only like loading maybe 5 to 6 meters in front of me, instead of like quite further away. So like I can see the sleepers loading in, which is not it does look a bit clunky. It's not too bad, but it would be nice if they loaded in a little bit further down. Let me open the doors. There we go, perfect. This is West Drayton. I suppose, let me go into this camera. I do suppose trains do terminate here, or where am I? Oh yeah, because there is a platform here. Oh no, but it's not. Oh, it is. Yeah, they can use it as a terminus platform here, back here. Somehow, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it. It doesn't look like an in-use platform for some reason. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be this is going to be one of the terminus points or turnback points for Crossrail once it like reaches here. So I'm pretty sure in real life they're probably making that platform there like a usable terminus platform for Crossrail. I think for Crossrail it's West Drayton, Maidenhead, and I think there's one more that's going to be like a turnback point, I think. Let's clear the doors. And let's get going. Next station is Ivor. Oh, I do kind of prefer it without the motion blur actually, because it just makes everything look a lot crispy. Like, yeah, if you know what I mean. Everything looks a little less, I don't know. I just like that I love that I can see the wheels now, which is a nice thing. With the motion blur on, they just all fuzzed. But now you can see the lovely wheels, which is really, really nice. That's all good. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Do you prefer with motion blur or without motion blur? Right, let's get a bit more power. Let's get back in the cab here. Next station, Ivor, in 1.2 miles. I don't know if this is a full. I think this might be a full stopping service to Reading. I'm not too sure. It might be. Probably is. We have skipped some stations, not a lot, but in the beginning portion of like London to like Paddington to like maybe I don't know, Maidenhead. Maybe there's kind of gaps where services could skip stations. Oh, what is this? Is this a speed change coming? Yeah, it probably is a speed change. What is that? To 60 or something? I don't know. Right now it's 90, so maybe a speed limit change to 60, I think. So I need to watch out and be a little bit more alert now coming up here. Which is fine. I'll do that. Now that is either coming up, so I'm gonna start braking now. I've been using a lot of full service braking. I want to try and cut that out a little bit more. Oh, either looks like it's a very short platform, so I might use just a bit more braking just to be sure. Oh, it's not too bad, but it is a bit shorter than the platforms that we have actually been at before. And I want to stop at the stop marker wherever it is, and I think it's here up on this pole. That's not too bad actually. Having quite a lot of people getting off at either here. Probably a lot of people living here coming back. I don't know. It's only early in the morning. Maybe loads of people work here either. The station is either. This is your Great Western Express, Great Western Railway service to Reading. I don't know. Calling at. I don't know all the stations here. I don't think it'll tell me. No, it is to Reading though. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wish I could stand and drive. Well, actually, technically, I could. I actually could stand and drive. I could actually. But it will ask me after. It will ask me after a while if I want to continue the service. So I'm gonna try doing a little bit of standing and driving. I know you can. I know that you can. There are some train drivers that do drive standing up, and it is. I think it is told in training that you, if you do get tired or if you want to like stay a bit more kind of like alert, you can stand up, and that's like better than sitting down. And there are train drivers that do that. Let me close these doors. Beautiful. Let's get that into notch 4. There we go. I think you can drive standing. I've seen train drivers that do stand up. I've seen people like I've seen tube drivers that stand and drive, and it's not common practice. And I don't see there's any problem. Oh, and is this a 166? Let me just sit down so I can go into external camera, because I've not seen a I'm saying 166, a 66. I've not seen a 66 AI before. That's my first time right there. Looks good. We definitely have to do a 6.6 service, or maybe even a scenario with the 6.6. There's a really good one called Dragline, where you basically are towing essentially a HST with a 6.6 because it got broken down, which I will get to doing at some point. Maybe that might be my first video of the 6.6 doing the Dragline scenario. Who knows? Maybe tell me what you think. I have seen some people have commented for me to do the Dragline scenario, so maybe that might be a good suggestion to do the 6.6. The next station is Langley. Doors will open on the left hand side. Most of these would open on the left hand side. There's maybe a few that might open on the right, and those are like the ones where they're just island platforms, but most of these ones are like there's 2 platforms on the side of these 4 tracks and then 1 island platform in the middle. But then on some of them, there's like an island platform in the middle of the slow tracks, and nothing on the fast tracks. We are now approaching Langley, and we are sort of on time. We're kind of losing a bit of like we're losing like 20 seconds every station. And I don't know why people are waiting on the fast track, because do any fast trains stop at Langley? I don't think so. I don't think a HST could even fit here. Right, there we go. Oh, perfect. Oh, I did like... Oh, those brake sounds were pretty good. There you go. This station is Langley. This is your Great Western Railway service to Reading. I don't know what the next station is. I apologise. Maybe it's Slough. Maybe it's Maidenhead. I don't know. But see, this is what I mean. This route's good for the 166 kind of scenarios and services where you have a lot of stopping stations in between, and then it feels like a kind of good route to kind of do like a service on. It would be good to have branch lines because it's just kind of very linear, and that's the kind of thing that loads of people criticized routes of like even in the previous generation of train sim. That's the thing, number one criticism, not number one, but like one of the main criticisms of like where routes are just so linear. It's just A to B, there's no versatility. And routes that actually do have a lot of versatility and variety, like say something like the South London network, that one has a lot of branch lines and stuff that you can do. It's not just like one line that's just a straight line from A to B. So that's what people appreciate. People love the variety and love branch lines and they don't just want one piece of track that goes literally A to B and that's it, and there's nothing that branches off it. And I hope that's something that they might update this route to have more branches and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know what their kind of plans are with the updates and stuff for this route. Who knows? And the next station is Slough. So I was half correct. I did say it was either Slough or it was Maidenhead, and it is Slough. So I'm kind of impressed that I could have guessed that. But then the only kind of stations I kind of think I kind of know the ones near London, but then out of like past like Southall or past like Hayes and Harlington, I don't really know the order of stations. I kind of only know Slough and that's it, and Maidenhead, because there's like kind of two kind of main stations, I suppose. I'm getting quite a lot of points for this. 8,000, almost 8,600 here. I don't even know what you get points for. Do you get points for driving, maintaining correct speed, keeping on time? What else? Comfort? I don't know. Like, it just gives me like 50 points every couple of seconds or every like 30 seconds or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know the ins and outs of this point system yet. But I like that it's giving me points. It's not deducting me any points. I'm happy about that. It's just rewarding me. It's throwing me them TSW bronze coins, or is that a gold coin? I don't know. It probably looks like a bronze coin, I think. Good horn. Now, I think this is Slough coming up. I'm going to be just assertive here. It is half a mile. Yeah, I think that is Slough coming up. So I'm going to start easing the speed off here. Yeah, I remember like when I've come into Slough, I think with the HST, there are some like building stuff going around out here with these like two bulldozers that I always remember. So it's a good kind of thing in route learning to kind of like, oh, yep. Those two bulldozers, that means I'm coming into Slough. And it has a terminus platform here as well, which is really cool. I really want to do a service that goes into one of these terminus platforms. We are now approaching Slough. – And we have a double yellow coming up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, and that again, that is just... Oh, is there one... There's a... Let me just release the doors here. Let's go into... There's a 166 here, and there's another bay platform here. But this goes... What branch line's this? This appears to be some sort of branch line that goes off here, I think. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. But I don't know what branch line this is. But there is a train here to simulate that there is one. Right. And how are we doing? I think we're doing alright with time, though. Not too bad. Could be better. Maybe like 30 seconds better, but we're like not drastically late. I don't even know what Great Western Railway's record is with lateness and stuff. Are they like a company that like gets quite a lot of delays and stuff? Or are they like okay? They're like mediocre. They're like, they're fine. They just get by. They're not sudden. Right, staying clear of the doors. I really wish there was some smoke coming out of those funnels or some fumes. I just want to see it. I want to know it's there. Next station's so after Slough it's Maidenhead directly. Or I don't know if there's anything in between Slough and Maidenhead, and maybe we might just be like skipping it. Maybe that could be it. And we've been given a little access to the we've given a bit of access to the fast lines, which is quite nice. Well, thank you very much to whoever scheduled this service. Oh, you can't. Oh, I just tried to do something that like I don't think you can do it in this. Is when in the old train sim, if you hold down Q or the AWS button, it would register it. But here, like I was holding it, it didn't register it, so I had to actually press it. Which is I like just being able to hold the AWS and just let it like go through. Right, so are we turning here? Or have we already turned and I've just... No, we might be turning here. Yeah, we're turning here. Perfect. I really hope we're like on this now to Reading. It would be quite nice. I want that kind of priority access here now on the fast line. There we go. Now we're going full power. Even though I've really not seen this train go past 90 out of all the times I've actually driven it so far. I've never seen it go past 90. And I think actually that's because its max speed is 90. But I'm sure if you wiggled it a bit more, it could maybe push to 100. But I'm guessing these networkers are not that powerful. Well, they're powerful, but they're not like super powerful. But they do the job, I suppose. And it would be nice. I think it's about time that they get off the tracks in the UK. They need to be replaced. Like they're not nice trains, in my opinion. Some people might like them, and I'm sorry if you like them. I don't. Right, I wonder if it's actually I wonder if it's like we do Maidenhead and then it's Reading. I'm curious, because if they've given us access now onto the fast line, does that mean that we get to go all the way up to Reading from Maidenhead? Because normally I think, yeah, look, you can see here we're passing a station here that if we were on the slow line or if we were stopping service, we would have stopped at these stations now, but we're not. And I don't mind. like a mixture of express and stopping services. So this is kind of like, what would you say, like maybe a semi-fast, potentially? I kind of think it would be a semi-fast. Oh, but we have a 40, which is coming up in about 2 miles. So that's before Maidenhead. So we might be reverting back to the slow line after Maidenhead. This is my guess, and I think I'm foreseeing it here now, because the speed wouldn't go to 40 if we weren't changing tracks. Or maybe that's just the approach into Maidenhead, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be stopping at Maidenhead in the slow tracks platform. But maybe we might put back on to the fast track, and maybe we're just like letting a HST go by or something like that. That would be like cool. We can dream. But we'll see when we get to Maidenhead what the situation is going to be. I'm hoping that we get access back onto the fast lines, and oh god, I have to. Oh god, no. I have to keep remembering. I have to keep remembering that with the free cam, objects are now objects, so you can't go through them like in the old train sim, and it's still like something I have to get used to. You can see that I was just bumping into the canopies of the station next. I mean, and it's good that they kept the thing where you can press shift and go fast in the 8 cam, which is very nice. Right, I'm gonna now idle it a little bit, because if we're gonna be doing 40, I might as well prepare for it after this single yellow, which I think this is the single yellow that's telling me that I'm gonna have to go to 40. So let's yeah, switching tracks onto the slow line, back again. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be now approaching Maidenhead. I don't know what you can change here for, but you might be able to change here for something. And this should have a terminus platform, as this will be another terminus point for Crossrail with the Elizabeth line. I prefer, it's just Crossrail is so nicer to say than Elizabeth line. Like, I get if they do a Crossrail 2, like what they should do is they should call it Crossrail, like how the Underground's called the Underground, and then the Elizabeth line would be this one that goes from east to west, and then they'll have another line that goes from north to south whenever like Crossrail 2 happens, which I'm pretty sure it probably will. Right. Where am I stopping here? Oh, just here. Just a casual general S stop. Very nice. You can tell it's like new platforms. You can tell because there's that nice new black tarmac there on the platform, while compared to other platforms, it's very... Other platforms have that kind of very generic, kind of washed out concrete or asphalt kind of look, while this is like nice new tarmac. And this is the terminus platform here. I don't know, is there a branch that goes off here? I don't even know. There might be a branch line here that I literally do not know about. But then again, how... Oh, that's interesting. How would it work if there was a branch line here? Trains would come here and go off here, and then what? Where would trains come back on? Here into this platform and then cross twice. That'd be kind of a bit whack there. Anyway, we are almost done with our passengers, so we're going to have to lock the doors now and get ready to depart. And next station is Twyford, which now I think Twyford is the second to last stop before Paddington, if I am not mistaken. I hope it is. I'll be glad that it is. And Twyford's actually quite a way away. It's like 7 miles almost. I'm still upset that you can't pull down the windows. Like, I really want to. I want to be able to hear the outside elements, which you can do in the HST, but you just can't do in this one. I think you can do it also in the 6.6. But just the 1.6.6 doesn't get any window love, unfortunately. No, come on. Let's try and get to 90 here. I think we have enough. We have enough space or distance to do it in. It just depends if this train will give me that final shove there, because I think I've seen it go to 72 or 73 or 45, but then past 75 I've not seen it go to 80. I don't think I've driven 80 in this train yet. And let's try and do a flyby, which is gonna be very tough to do. Well, not tough, but like it just involves a lot of me adjusting cameras and with that. Doesn't look like it's going fast. Well, it's only doing 60, isn't it? But it is a gorgeous day. It is a gorgeous day for a lovely run on the Great Western Express to Reading. Next station, Twyford. I'm pretty sure this is the second to last stop. I'm pretty sure. There is like the gaps between stations do become a lot more bigger in this kind of section near Reading, I think. And then there might be one more station between Twyford and Reading. I think it starts with an I. I was thinking Ivor, but we already stopped at Ivor. There might be another one. Or maybe I'm just making stuff up and just thinking there is one, which I do quite a lot of. But, you know. Just smooth sailing, really. FPS is good. It's this is probably the part of the map where it'll be always stable for everyone, pretty much, because there's nothing about, just lovely trees and fields. Pretty very British-esque. Oh, so in this camera you can go through objects, but you can't go through objects in the free cam. I really want a HST to come up behind us and just like overtake us at like 125. I would so love that. But there was an amber, so there might be one actually behind us. One in front of us, but probably behind us. The lights, the signals activate when a train's like kind of on the track nearby or behind. So it might be it might change to green soon, and that means that one's actually behind somewhere. He's enjoying his Great Western Railway ride with Qwerty Afro. Oh, but look at the speed now, guys. At 85, it pretty much takes 7 miles. So 0 to 90 is 7 miles. 7 miles. I'm gonna lay off the power a bit now. We are like almost a mile away from Twyford. I don't want to. And the brakes are good. I'm so thankful that the brakes are not the same like the old 166. Oh, if we had those type of brakes, I would actually cry. I'm so happy that they're a lot more realistic. Because I know people say that the 166 does have not the best brakes in the world actually in real life, but they don't have like as bad brakes as it was simulated in the first game. We are now approaching Twyford, and on time, which is good. Oh, there's a switchback track here. Maybe trains do sometimes terminate at Twyford, maybe? Question mark. Oh, and that S is right there, that elevator. Oof, just got it. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this station is Twyford, and there appears to be another... Oh, there's another platform here. This is another branch line. Jesus, this route has a lot of branch lines. It would be so... Oh, yeah, it goes off here. Don't know what this one is. Oh, end of session. You've reached a... No! No! No, don't do this to me. No. What? Can't I go back? Can't I reset from my last checkpoint? No! Oh, the game trolled me! Why? Why can't there just be an invisible... Oh my god, no! Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to replay this. I was going to, like, I was hoping it would bring up a thing where I could, like, load from last checkpoint, which we would have done it from, like, just there where we stopped in Twyford. Oh, man, no. Oh, I hate that. That is not fun. Why don't they just put an invisible wall if it's end of represented area? Wow. I'm quite upset about that, but I'm going to have to end it there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this service. The main kind of reason I want to do the service is because it's the only service that actually stops at Hanwell, and we did that, and we did have a little muck up or like a glitch or bug at Hanwell where I had to open the doors on the right side, which meant me resetting the scenario, but that was all averted, but I don't think I'm going to avert this one. This one means I have to do the whole thing again. I think it's a good place to stop. We're very close to Reading. We ended on a interesting in an interesting alternative of events, altercation of events, and well, that's what happens when you go out of the area that's not representable anymore. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was 2 Romeo 19, 2R19, the service, if you want to do it yourselves. The shoutouts again will go to We the Best for You Omsi 2 add-on and Double Doppler. That's again We the Best for You Omsi 2 add-on and Double Doppler. Their links and stuff will be down below. I hope you've enjoyed this service on the Great Western Express for Train Sim World. I will see you guys in another video. Take care. Have a lovely day.
We ain't